Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Classic Less Known Classic. This episode number 2893 and Doubleshot number 2787. First discussing 7 straight issues of Action Comics, issues 76 to 792. Yes, now, when I come back to this book after, of course, doing the Return of Krypton crossover, well, I'll be done with this book. Yeah, because at that point, there's not a lot left. Like, if you think, like, how many issues are left to go at that point, there's actually, like, about 15 issues. Yeah, not much. So basically, by the way, a lot of these are written by Joe Kelly writing these issues. We still have, like, the whole Metropolis. I gotta admit, Mikhail Ferry does major with the artwork. You have Superman fighting a robot. And, of course, you have him just doing Superman stuff. Of course, he's called to go to this alien planet, which under a red sun, make it quick, and he ends up fighting Kanjuro, an old villain of the Justice League, and Adam Strange. Which, by the way, the artist decided to draw Kanjuro like this. Yeah, that's Kanjuro. Yep, it fights him in its awesome standalone issue. And he's like, I could use some sun. Next is War, God, White Fox, and Hate Furnace. Yeah, it's weird what happens next, because next is a brief story arc for the book. Yeah, Superman, of course, the X-Men gets its brand new logo with this issue. It's basically Superman going to Japan for a few issues. I'm taking this one called Saki. Yeah. And he is, like, he's here from issue 787, 788. He does come back a few more times after this. So basically, this is a quick two-parter. And after dealing with this guy, which, of course, the character Gushin gets killed off, there's also Byako, a female vigilante. And she later also returns for another two-parter. And that was it for her. Moving into 789, it's basically all about Krypt the Super Dog. Yep, we deal with the Russian General Zod, who is the second General Zod. But yeah, he's basically someone who's a European one. He's not alien. He's a human who becomes General Zod, and it's a nice standalone issue. Actually, two-parter called Man and Beast. Then pretty much right afterwards, then we have The Invitation with this awesome cover art by John Paul Leon. Now here's the thing. Joe Kelly does the 790, but he does not do the 791. The 791 is by Ben Rabb and Dirk Austin, the artwork. It is mostly put, the best way to describe this issue is Clark going back to Smallville for kind of like a homecoming, and also finding Plastic Man. And then, like, the very next issue is, like, also as Batman as well. And Wonder Woman. It's a nice standalone issue. It's like a noir book for Superman. And of course, Joe Kelly's back on the writing for this book. And that's really it discussed here. It's a pretty interesting book. I do enjoy these issues. Yeah, it's a nice standalone issue. I'm going to give Action Comics 786 to 782 a 9 out of 10. Next up is The Adventures of Superman. Now, this one I'm discussing from $5.99 to basically $6.04. Now, $5.99. By the way, the last issue will be under 500s because all the rest of this is all 600. Now, this is also Joe. This is Joe Casey, not Joe Kelly. Joe Casey. Yeah, it's all Joe Casey. This one. It's basically put just basically Superman helping out some place on Russia. And then we have the 600 issue, which has the new cover logo, and they're making for like that for the rest of the book. This one also by Joe Case, Mark Morello, in the artwork. This is a double-sized issue where it's basically multi-stories. You have Alex, Superman Dailies 2002, and the complete and daring exploits of one and only Superman. That's all your stories of the book. Now, the opening story is Lex. It's basically dealing with Lex Luthor here. Dailies is basically Jimmy meeting Harley Quinn, who pops in this book. Yes. Daring Exploits is basically about him dealing with past fight with Superman. And that's it. It's a great 600 issue. And it's interesting you have Joe Kelly, Joe Casey, and all the stuff here. Then we have 601, starts the Cult of Persuasion. Yeah, this is basically Superman versus the Pursuer, who is yeah, this is a continuation from issue 598, which was a prelude to the storyline, and that was one of the last issues. That was actually the last issue of this book under Diamond Numbering, and it's continued here for some reason. And this goes on for a brief story. It's basically Superman versus the Pursuer. And it's a quick 2-part story arc, but really good. I thoroughly enjoy. Pete Woods himself does a great job with the artwork. Next up we have Baby Talk. Yeah, this is a weird 2-parter. We have this mysterious baby show up. And this book also features the return of, get this, the Crime Syndicate Trinity. We have Ultraman, Superwoman, and Owlman show up in this book. Yes, seriously. They Ultraman pops up at the end of this book, which is something.
Okay, Nikki, you ready to rest your clothes? You got a couple white socks and you tell your woman the black socks, alright?
Okay.
You might have the other ones.
Anyways, yeah. And fighting him in the very next issue. Story's wrapped up there. Yeah, it's the flashback to power as the suit baby. Turns out it's basically Brainiac of the anti-matter universe. Yes. Oh, it concludes with 605, not 604, 605, excuse me. Where it's like this weird cover with Superwoman, this baby. Superwoman, I think this one's supposed to be Earth 3 Lois, I think it is. Actually, it's Crime Syndicate of the, of the anti-matter universe. But that's it, because basically 6-6 starts the next crossover. But I would say of these two books, I'd say I enjoy Adventure Superman stuff a little bit more than I did action. Yeah, but they both have good artwork. But interesting, we've returned to Crime Syndicate in this issues. Yeah, who would have thunk that? Yep. Yeah, so that's pretty much a particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do the like button. Next up, we have Azrael and Brave and the Bold. Okay? Thanks, Bye.